Early every morning, Lindsay Antonides does the rounds of the farm animals she's in charge of. She starts in a small compound, echoing with the sounds of day-old chicks. She makes sure they're nice and warm and have enough food and fresh water. She can't resist the cute factor and picks a few up.
So cute.
Waking at the crack of dawn is not unusual for her. Antonides is a medical Air Force veteran, so routine and discipline are second nature to her.
I think farming is a great opportunity for military people to get out there and for the farm to be their therapy. For me personally, I enjoy being in nature, I enjoy being outside, and even if I've had a bad day on the farm, it's nothing like having a bad day in the hospital, and I get to look around and realize I was outside all day in sunlight and fresh air and surrounded by animals and people.
Antonides says that organic farming has more than a therapeutic value for veterans. It's a growing business.
Being at Delaware Valley University and then being here at Rodale have really opened my eyes to just how many options there are out there in the organic field, and have given me a very strong base that if I wanted to go out and intern at a farm or even start my own very small farm, I could do it. And I think that I have the right networking and I have the right resources now that I could really make it work.
To make it work, she has to train in each aspect of farming. So her next stop today is a visit with two enormous sows, one pregnant, the other just weaned from her piglets. The specially designed pig area is an experiment in creating a strong, sustainable model where pigs can roam free for part of the day and return anytime to the safety of their pens. No, it doesn't smell, because pigs don't like to stand in their own waste and go outdoors. Antonides is one of 6 veterans participating in Rodale's year-old veteran training project. Similar new projects have sprung in other parts of the country, creating a farmer-veteran coalitions movement. The point of the whole program, says its first director, Justin Barkley, is to give veterans not only the tools for running an organic farm, but a path towards sustainable agriculture, employment, and business. Foremost in his mind is to create a safe, welcoming environment for his fellow veterans.
What's made this program here popular with veterans is that they get to hang out with some old comrades. You know, we have all different branches of the service here. All of them have been represented at one time or another, and they get to just have that interaction or maybe share some of those stories that, you know, people who have not gone through their experiences would be able to appreciate or be able to, you know, laugh at some of those stories.
So the program is designed to respond to various veterans' needs, starting with the camaraderie of working together towards the same purpose, something they miss from their days in the military.
You're always used to having a battle buddy with you when you do whatever task it is within the military, and when you leave the service and go back home, especially if you go to a community that doesn't have a big military presence, you know, there's no base located nearby or there's not a big VA hospital, you may feel that you've lost touch. So whether you join a local veterans group there, or in this particular case, you're learning about organic agriculture, you're learning with other veterans who have the same mission.
That's true, says Army veteran Amory Thompson.
The whole process of, from seed to harvest is spectacular. It's overwhelming, and it just gives you great joy to know that, you planted this seed. It's very rewarding.
At one point or another during an interview with veteran farmers, there's a moment when the talk turns towards the all-important connection to the earth and the therapeutic feeling of planting and seeing things grow.
I feel like there's a lot of military people who would truly benefit from getting their hands in the soil, to know that they're creating something and they're helping things grow and not always destroying things. The shift was pretty easy for me, but for some people who say are in the front lines and who are, out there, kind of busting down doors, I think this is a great opportunity to really decompress, because you have to, it takes time to decompress when you get out of the military. Some people it takes years, I'd say it probably took me about a good year and a half, and I wasn't even out on the front lines.
Between the year-long course at Del Val and the 4 to 5 month residency at the Rodale farm, About 20 veterans are expected to graduate this year. It's hard to know yet how many will become full-time farmers, but they all leave with better tools to shape their future.